and I thank you for joining me uh, harvesting these crops here. These are cruciferous, also known as cold crops, and this is the best time to start your 2026 gardening right now. And so it's never too late. It's the best time to go ahead and start your collards, your mustards, your kale, your broccoli. Hello, everybody. This is Aquila from Community Lily of the Valley Community Garden. I'm out here in my backyard garden today, and I'm going to be cutting some cruciferous cold weather plants, which we would consider cold weather plants here. So, cruciferous considered broccoli, cauliflower, mustard greens, turnips, any kind of cold weather plant that do very, very well in the cold weather. And in Florida, we know from experience in past gardening that our mustards and collards do very well in cool weather. So I'm going to cut some of my collards here today, some of my cruciferous cold weather plants. It's a perfect time to do it in 2026, and it is the perfect seeds to start with. The cold weather plants such as the mustards and the collards and the broccoli and the cauliflower and the kohlrabi is great cool weather plants to start in Florida. That's a great place to start.
So all you need is garden gloves and what else you need? Knee pads or what?
Well, it all depends. If you have high-rise beds like me, most of my beds are high-rise, so I really don't need knee pads, anything like that. Um, my husband, he used more tools than I do. I just come out with a pan bowl to put my plants in, and I come out with my scissors, which I have sanitized in my scissors that I like to use. So, on that note, I'm going to start cutting some of my mustard greens, my collard greens right here. These are collards, and some of the leaves are pretty good. So, I'm gonna have to set this bowl down. It's kind of big. As I said before, I like to start kind of like, at the bottom. These are some beautiful leaves.
Are those cruciferous?
Yes, this is a cruciferous a vegetable here, and a cold plant, and it thrives in this kind of weather we're having here. These collards and these cool weather vegetables really thrive in this kind of weather. Mm.
Is that easy to get going?
Well, I think it's
Not many
very.
weeds.
Oh, you don't have a lot of weeds when you have high-rise beds like this, and it's easy to take care of like this. At first, I was kind of skeptical about putting them in these bags because but when my husband ordered it, it seems to be working out better because me personally, I thought at first they should go into the ground. I didn't know if I was going to get much harvest off of them, but they're doing very well in these bags, and it makes it a lot easier on your back, on your knees. You don't have to do a lot of bending, and it's so nice. So I suggest anybody, please get the high rise beds and start growing your cruciferous plants. It's not too late. I think you can start doing it now because the weather is perfect and you really can't go wrong on getting started with your cool weather plants because as you know, we still got cool weather coming here in Florida. And as you can see, I hope you can see my beautiful spinach, my beautiful beets, and my lettuce is just thriving, just doing so well. I'm so proud of that. It is doing so good. So, as you all know, Christmas is in a couple of days. So, I'm going ahead and harvest some of this now, and I just can get so much off of this one bag. It's really loaded here, and I'm getting quite a bit off just this one bag of collards here. So it's very beautiful. Yeah. So I hope you guys been enjoying the videos we've been putting out. We've been putting out some great videos. And as my husband gave you an update on the tractor, I'm so excited that January we're gonna be getting our tractor and get started down there. And I can't wait to do that, to really get that going. So I think I've cut quite a bit off of this plant here. I don't, yeah, I think I cut quite a bit here. It looks good. What you all think? You think I cut enough? Think I cut one more. Okay, that is really gonna sprout up. And now it's good time to harvest some of these spinach. I didn't see spinach on the leaf as a cruciferous cold crop, but this spinach has done very well with the cold weather that we have had, and it's just growing tremendously. But it has survived the cool weather that we have had. It's a very hardy spinach. So, and I don't know if you can see it, if you can get here, but I'm gonna show you right here. This is the last clippings I did on the spinach right here. And see how I just cut it and just have it to go up. But this is the last clipping I did for the spinach right there. That's why I like to clip it from the bottom so it can keep growing towards the top. So, but I'm very pleased with the spinach. I wish I could remember the name of it, but unfortunately I can't remember the name of it. But I do know this is a hardy spinach. And in this high res bed, we haven't experienced a lot of our plants haven't experienced a lot of diseases or being attacked. So we keep a very close eye on that. I haven't seen a lot of pests or anything like that on my plants. But these beets, I can't wait. But they are growing. They are really growing. So I'm going to cut a little spinach from over here. Let's see it. Oh, yes, as I was saying, we will be having our tractor soon, and that is going to be a big game changer. We'll be down there on the property, and we will get a lot more planting going on, and the people in the community is going to serve them greatly. I think it's something that we all could do, and the people would love it because gardening and harvesting your own fruits and vegetables, it really feels really great. What you think, honey?
It's a good idea.
Are you excited about the tractor?
Yes, I am.
I wish I could have went with him, but I had to go to work that day. But I wish I could have seen him test driving the tractor. That would have been great. But I wasn't able to go. But put okay, I see another one here. But he said it cranked right up. The tractor fired right up. So I can't wait. This is going to be a Massey Ferguson. So it's going to be good. Can't wait to show it to you all. Can't wait to show it. It needs a new paint job, but I can't wait to paint it. It's going to be exciting. And when it comes to gardening, um, I think I got that from my other grandmother, my grandmother Willie Mae. She always had a garden going, always, ever since I was a little child. She always grew her greens, her vegetables in the backyard. She always had her poultry chickens. When I would come over, I remember one time she She cooked a fresh chicken. That was my first time ever having a truly organic chicken. And I am definitely going to have chickens out there when we get to going. Chickens that meat chickens, and I'm going to have some egg laying chickens. Yeah. And I thank you all for your comments. The one who has been commenting on the video, I appreciate your comments. Appreciate your support for this channel, and I really do. I appreciate it, and I hope you will continue your support. That means a lot. Oh, I'm getting a lot. Y'all see how much spinach I'm getting this morning? Oh my goodness. I am getting a lot of spinach, which is very good for you. And the coniferous plants, as far as the broccoli, the greens and everything like that, also helps fight cancer and diseases. So we need these vegetables and we need them in our lives. So yeah, I was doing some research and it says yes, it helps fight certain cancers and stuff like that. The broccoli, the cauliflower, the mustard green. So yeah, anything that can help our health that gets better as we get older, as we age, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And your body will thank you for it. Your digestive system will thank you for it. You have a healthier gut. Believe me, you will have a healthier gut. And this, let go. See a little bit more here. I want to cut just a little bit more. Boy, I tell you, you don't know how good it feels to be able to come out here and clip all this spinach, and it looks so good. It looks so good. Telling you, it looks good. It is beautiful. Yeah, we plan on having different fruit trees out there on the property. Okay, y'all, I'm coming on out a little bit. You see, look at this. This I got a big bowl already, y'all. Look at this big bowl I got. Isn't that beautiful? All that spinach, greens. I tell you, that is beautiful. It looks like two different kind of spinaches in here, 'cause this is a little different than this spinach here. But I'm gonna cook it all together, and it's gonna taste great. I wish I could share some of it with y'all, but it's gonna taste great. And the same thing I said earlier, you see how I clipped all this last time? All this here, and I'm clipping it again. Getting a lot of clippings out of here. A lot of clippings. Clip this up so some of them not that big, but they need to be clipped up though. And I have to say my tomato plants, they're doing well. Okay, I've clipped quite a bit. Oh, see, let me get this in one over here. I've clipped quite a bit, and I'm gonna clip one more off of here. There we go. There we go. Good. Oh, yeah, that looks good. In this bed over here, this bed right here, y'all, it just sprung up. I'm telling you, it just sprung up. It has caught up with this bed over here. The onions, when I clipped the top of the onions off, I mean, these onions really sprouted up strong. They really sprouted up strong. And these spinaches, it just like just grew overnight one day I came out here. But I see that the tops of the onions a little bit need to be cut off again. So I'm gonna cut just a little bit off because it's like leaning top heavy. So there I'm just going to cut this off. Like I say, that will go back into the soil. But these onions are doing so well. Let me get the weed. I got to see a little weed in here and get it out. And some more greens here. They're coming up. Cut this little dead piece off here on the bottom. And usually when I cut them off, I just leave them right in there and go back into the soil. It ain't going to hurt nothing. But I'm going to clip this here. Get this spinach here off the ground. So you don't want it to go bad. And I don't want to clip too much off of this plant here because it really just started growing. But I do need to prune some of it off. So I'm going to do that so it can continue to grow straight up. So we're going to have some good spinach today, honey. What you think?
Good.
Yes. You know, we used to didn't eat a lot of spinach, but and we wasn't really crazy about spinach, but you know, we started eating spinach. I started buying it, and we started eating, and you know, now we both like spinach. We both like spinach, and broccoli, cauliflower. Cut this one off. So yeah, I am taking quite a bit of spinach today. Got a little bit more spinach over here to take off, and then we got some more greens I'm going to get to in our high rise thing over there. And I'm telling you, I can kind of see. Yeah, my grandmother, she never, maybe before, but when she got her garden going, I'm pretty sure she stopped buying collards and mustards because she was able to grow her own greens. Yeah, she loved her garden. Now, when I was coming up, my mother didn't have a garden, but my mother, she was a plant lover. She loved plants. And my mother, as you could say, had a green thumb. My mother could grow some flowers, boy. She was blessed. She had that touch. And I have to say, my husband, he has a green thumb. He could grow anything. Tell you, he could grow anything. He loves plants and flowers. So look at that big bowl, y'all. Honey, show him that big bowl. Look at that bowl. I'm telling you, that is so big. Now, I definitely got a harvest this morning. Yes, definitely got a harvest. When the Bible says seed time and harvest, it's seed time and harvest. As long as the earth remains, it's going to be seed time and harvest. All right, I got one more section I want to take y'all to. Get some more greens. Let's go over here, y'all. Got more greens right here, y'all. Got some more greens. Look at these big green leaves. Mm. So I'm just going to cook them in the same pot together. And as you know, I am doing a little canning now. And I can't wait to be able to can some of these greens when I get a lot of them. Those going to look pretty in the jar. Speaking of canning, my next canning project, I think it's going to be, I've come to love butternut squash. That's going to be my next canning video. It's butternut squash. I love it. Tastes so good. Tastes so good. Butternut squash. So that's going to be my next canning. I was trying to figure out what did I want to do next, but I think it's going to be that butternut squash. And you got to look for a good deal on butternut squash because it's sold by the pound. So you got to really find a good deal. And I was out last week and I found somebody that got a great price for it. These are some tomato plants. They're coming up a little slowly but surely. These are mustards back here, y'all. I'm gonna cut a little bit of these off. These are some mustard greens. They are beautiful. So I'm just gonna cut these off, see how they're growing up. So they can just keep growing up. I'm gonna get some of these big leaves off. And I'm gonna get this one because it's close to the ground. But they are coming up. They're not growing as fast as the collards, but they are growing beautifully. Get this one because it's leaning over. Okay. And these are some more. Look at how beautiful these mustards, y'all. I'm telling you, you ain't seen nothing this pretty in the store. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You ain't seen nothing this pretty in the store. And something special that you can harvest for yourself. Get these some of these here. I'm trying to get these bottom leaves first. That's what I want to get these off of that. Get this off of that dirt. These are beautiful, and some of them are big. Yeah, beautiful. And that's one good thing about when you got your own fruits and vegetables, you don't have to wait till the grocery store get them in. You can go out here and cook you some when you get ready. That's a good thing about it. You can cook you some when you get ready. And you don't have to pay no $7 or $8 for no small bushel that they give you in the grocery store, ripping you off. Just come, even if you got to mix your collards, mustards, and spinach together, you got a good hearty vegetable that you're eating, and it's cruciferous, cold weather vegetable. Yeah, you'll enjoy these cold weather vegetables. Vegetables that's good for you and good at fighting certain diseases. Yep. So God made this stuff. He made these plants for a reason. So we need to eat them and enjoy them and get to loving them, get to eating them because they're good for you. You might say, "Oh, I don't like spinach. I don't like broccoli." Keep eating it like we did, and you'll enjoy it. Now we love broccoli, love spinach, cauliflower. Sometimes we just sometimes we just don't even eat meat. We'll just go the whole weekend eat nothing but vegetables because we love vegetables like that. Didn't always, but we do. But we do now. We do now. What you think about that, dear? Because sometimes you'll tell me, honey, you don't got to cook nothing. Just give me vegetables, and that's what we eat. And I'm fine with that. I tell you, I'm cutting some of these over here for the first time, and I'm telling you, it's so much, y'all. I'm gonna have a big old pot And probably by next week, a week after next, they're probably gonna be loaded again. And that's all right with me. I'm quite cut a bit. I'm cutting quite a bit, y'all, more than I did the first time I cut. Cause he has been really taking care of these plants. My husband been doing a good job. Cause as you know, he the one basically take care of the garden because I'm still in the working world. Okay. Uh-oh. I need every plant. I'm throwing nothing away if I don't have to. Cut that. One more to cut. Oh Lord, I got a couple more to cut. But I'm gonna cut a little bit off of here. You see these bags, y'all? You see how convenient these bags he ordered? These grow bags. You see how convenient? You see I'm not having to bend down a whole lot. I'm not having to get on my knees. I'm not having to put stress on my back. I'm just basically standing up here and clipping, y'all. I'm just basically standing up here clipping from these high rise beds. I love the high rise bed. I love it. I love it. I love it. And look, these grow bags he ordered is wonderful. I didn't think they were gonna work out this good, to tell you the truth. I really didn't. But these, I have to say, they're doing good, y'all. These grow bags, once you go to certain things in your garden, how you plant certain things, you'll never go back to the traditional way. And the traditional way is putting it in the ground. Once you get these grow bags, and once you get these garden planters and things like that, believe me, you will never go back to the traditional way of putting it in the soil. Some stuff you will because some stuff you need to, but you're gonna make it easy for yourself much as you can. And I like this because this is easy on my knees. It's easy on my back. I can just cut all day long. I can cut all day long. This how easy it is. This is how easy it is. So I did sanitize because I just used regular scissors and I sanitized it. I bleached them and washed them off real well because I don't want to pass any diseases from my plants. Okay, I got one more, y'all. I'm gonna get a little. These are the mustards and some more collards, but I'm gonna get a few more collards off here. Few more collards. But sometimes you need to go back to the old landmark, as we say in church. Go back to what grandmama and them did. You got to go back to what grandmama and them did to harvest your own fruits and vegetables, and cause that way would never fail. That's what the old people did. That's how they took care of themselves. That's how they made it. You got to go back and do what grandmama and grandpapa did. Ain't no shame in that. Ain't no shame in it. Cause when they run out of stuff at the store, you ain't gotta be running out there trying to find nothing. You ain't gotta be running down there trying to find nothing. And when you get ready to cook your greens or whatever, you got them. So I'm so glad that I do have good memories. Grandmother Quilla, grandmother Willie Mae, how they grandmother Quilla canned her own stuff, and my grandmother Willie Mae, she always had a backyard garden. I didn't think none of it now, but I tell you what, I appreciate it now. I appreciate it. And she loved it, her garden, Grandma Quilla. All right, and Grandma Willie may love the garden. Grandma Quilla loved her canning. So I'm gonna get back over here and show you my harvest that I did today, harvested today. I got quite a bit of haul, y'all. And I truly, truly truly thank you. So I finished up harvesting for today, and I thank you for joining me harvesting these crops here. These are cruciferous, also known as cold crops, and this is the best time to start your 2026 gardening right now. And so it's never too late. It's the best time to go ahead and start your collards, your mustards, your kale, your broccoli, your cold weather flowers. Stock cold weather produce. And so thank you for joining me for this video today. And don't forget, please continue to like, subscribe, and continue to join us for this journey, because this is a wonderful journey that we're on here today. And I just want to say, this is Aquila, and I just want to say goodbye. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe. And this is Aquila from Lily of the Valley Community Garden, and have a blessed day. And thank you.